Hey FLOSSTUBE, it's Leigh from Creatively on Sunday the 7th of March 2021, coming to you with FLOSSTUBE number 66. Crazy, 66. It's a number, I guess. It's a strange old early autumn day here in Upper Hutt, a bit windy. We seem to alternate between rain and hot sunshine, so the humidity is a little high, which is why I'm a little pink and glowy looky, because I don't like humidity. I have I'm kind of going through a bit of a reorganisation. I'm always organising, but I bought some fancy new containers for my bathroom. So I sort of bought one of three different kinds, three different configurations, and then they weren't cheap. So I'm going to now go online. I want on the box of one of the containers, on the packaging, there's a picture of a similar but slightly different configuration, and the shop that I went to, they don't have it. So I'm going to go online and see if I can find it, because I think I'd like one of those. And yeah, so it was kind of fun, and so I pulled out, so I gave the bathroom cabinet a good clean out and threw some bits and pieces out and reorganised that, which is quite a fun. And then I bought a couple of things for the pantry as well. And then I checked out what all their refrigerator kind of stuff is for thinking forward to when I get my new refrigerator, which I finally bought. It was on sale, went on sale at Farmers last week, 20% off, so it's $800 off, and I bought it. So I am unbelievably excited. I think that never have I felt more middle-aged than when I practically cannot control the excitement about buying a large appliance for the house. It is the first time I've bought a large appliance, brand new. I've never bought my washing machine and my washing machine and my dryer and my fridge, my TV are all secondhand. I've never bought anything new, and this is like the fridge that I designed the house around, well, the kitchen around, and I'm just so excited. When's it going to be here? Delivery 22nd of March, I think, is the current delivery date, which I hope it is that day, because I usually work from home on Mondays, and that's a Monday. It'll be nice to have it in. This is my lunch, by the way. It's just a berry smoothie. Nice to have it in before I go up to Dad, so that when we come back, I've got my lovely new fridge. Yeah, very excited. I'm very excited about my fridge. Like, I'm really, really excited. So yeah, new refrigerator has been ordered finally. And I haven't bought a new vacuum cleaner yet, so I need to go, and I ran out of time yesterday to go and do some research. It's the sort of thing where I'll make a decision and then I'll look for it and see the cheapest place I can get it, hang out to see if it's going to go on special somewhere. But yeah, I have narrowed it down, but I just have to go and talk to my friend's mate at Godfrey's around what he would recommend. Basically, my story is going to be, pretend I have a Afghan hound. I've decided my hair could easily be mistaken for an Afghan hound. I need something that will pick the damn hair up. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. So yeah, it's kind of exciting. It's ridiculous. Like, this is what exciting is these days. I used to look forward to traveling, now I look forward to buying large appliances. Anyway, I talked to Dad, he's good, and after all the bit of excitement up that way with tsunami warnings and stuff, that didn't eventuate to anything terribly bad. Some very heavy, some weird, for people who don't know, we had some very large earthquakes off the coast, quite a way off the coast of New Zealand, but earthquakes at sea cause tsunamis, so potential tsunami risk, well, there was tsunami risk for New Zealand, some of the coastal areas, so there was a bit of everyone evacuated and up to the hills for a good chunk of the day on Friday, but all good. So yeah, he's doing good and everyone's doing okay. And I think my aunt has come out of hospital now. My aunt's not been very well. My mum's twin, but she was released, so hopefully that means she's doing better. Yeah, anyway, pretty exciting. So welcome to my cross stitch channel, where apparently I talk about refrigerators, tsunamis and poorly relatives. Anyway, I don't actually have a lot to show you this week because I was only stitched on 2 things. First up, I picked up my Hoity Toity by Long Dog Samplers, and which I am stitching in mostly DMC with Silks for You for the black, on a 36 count Feijoa from Country Stitch here in New Zealand, and it's a partial conversion. I've lost track of what I've changed because I ended up changing some things back to the called for or the equivalent DMC for the fancy floss. Started this in June, which was when I was up with my dad in Kawerau last year when he was in hospital. So I just wanted to get the border finished, and I did. So I had a little bit in here to do, and so I got that all finished. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I've just now got all the innards to do. Yeah, I didn't have time to iron today. I'm in the middle of too many things to get the iron out. But you will forgive me, it will be fine. So yeah, it's looking very good. I'm very happy with it. Yeah, so that is Hoity Toity by Long Dog Samplers. And then I felt like I needed to get back to Emily's house. So Emily's house from Lindy Stitches. I'm stitching on 36 count Parchment from Victorian Motto Sampler Shoppe, and it is a partial conversion with what have I got there? DMC and overdyes. Started this 24th of January apparently, and last time you saw it I'd finished all the grass, and I picked it up and I've got the good chunk of the house done now and the animals on top. I started working on that roof this morning, and pretty much I've got the rest of the roof to do, the mustard in here, roof, or shingles or what have you call it, and then I've got the sun and the moon that are up here. So I am I don't have a lot to do because it's not a lot of stitching. And yeah, the house is in the the mustardy colour is the called for, and I stitched it Danish method, so I haven't done individual stitches. I've stitched all the way across and all the way back, and I think that's given it a nice, so it's not stripy, but it's got a nice variegated blotchiness, which I quite like. I did the same with the grass, although the grass was kind of like I just worked back and forward in chunks, and then when I hit something and then I picked it back up again and went kind of, so I worked it in sections, but I worked all the way across and all the way back. So all in all, I'm really enjoying it. Cool. So that's what I did. That's what I worked on most of the week. And I guess I got quite a lot done Friday night. I had and yesterday I probably stitched from about 4 o'clock to night, so I probably got about 5 hours in. Got home, got home after running all my errands yesterday, and then had a cup of tea and sat down about 4 o'clock, and I stitched till, I pretty much stitched till about 9 o'clock, so I got a good 5 hours done yesterday, so that was quite good. And a little bit this morning. That's my stitching. Don't know what I'm going to work on this week. I don't know. We'll see what tickles my fancy. I do have a few sales to catch up on, so a few sales have dropped, so I have the Modern Folk Embroidery Fruits of Plenty, part 3, March to stitch, and I have the fifth part of the Mandala Millefiore from Peppermint Purple. I've got the second part of 3 for the Sense and Sensibility sale. So those all 3 have dropped in the last week, so I'll probably pick up one of those as one of my tasks this week. Stash craziness. I think I mentioned last week that I had pre-ordered several things from Garrett Stitchery, several things that are coming out as part of Needlework Expo. I haven't seen anything else since they put that order through. I don't know what else, whether there's anything else that's, so I know like Teresa Vanette, I got her newsletter from, I don't know what, so what's her business called? Kitten Stitcher. There wasn't anything there that particularly tickled my fancy, and I haven't really gone looking, so we'll see. I don't really need it. I did put Art and Frame down in Christchurch, for those Kiwis who may not have seen that in the New Zealand Stitching group on Facebook. They've started stocking as a regular thing Weekstyle Works fabrics, so I got in touch with them, and yesterday she, I don't know the person's name, but somebody there sent me a screenshot or a photo of what they had in stock, so I've ordered a couple of bits of fabric from there, which is kind of exciting. I've only ever used Havana. I used Havana for HL's Moth, but I ordered that through 123 Stitch when I bought the pattern. So I'm quite interested in having a bit more of their fabric. I bought a couple of pieces of fabric just on a de-stash. So one of our local girls here in Wellington was selling, I think she decided she can't, she basically said she's struggling to see 18 count and 16 count Ada, so she's de-stashing. And there's a couple of pieces of Mystic Fabric Ada. So this is opal, and I've never actually stitched on opal, I don't think. Maybe a little piece of, but I don't know what I'll use it for, but it looks fun for something. So I bought a couple of pieces from her. So they are, what's this one called? Gosling. It's an 18 count Ada from Mystic Fabrics, and it's quite a big piece, 18 by 21. And you probably, oh, you can see a little bit, I can see sparkle, yeah, so it's a bit, I do like how, yes, it's a weird kind of, it's got bits of peachy pink in it and a greeny grey, and yeah, I have no idea what I would use this for, but it's fun. So, got that, and then I love the colour of this. This one is called Gilded, also Mystic Fabrics, 16 count Ada, 18 by 21. And it is, I love this colour, it's fantastic. So, I'm smelling it. Don't know what it smells like. Yeah, so yeah, also opal, so you get a nice little sparkle there with the light. So yeah, again, have no plans for it, but it's nice to try something different without spending tons and tons of money. and I guess Kat had already ordered these things as part of a larger shipment, so you know, just decided it wasn't right for her. Yeah, pretty fun to have something new, and that's pretty much it for stitching. Haven't bought anything. Yeah, that's it. I've bought 3 pieces of fabric, 236 and a 40, all in neutrals, kind of samplery neutrals. So yay, can't remember what ones I got. Oh, beige, 40 count in beige. These are the Wheats Dye Works. And then 36 count in it'll be a surprise, won't it? Yeah, that's it. I've said that's it about 3 times. It's going to be a short video this week, but it's nice to check in, and everybody keep safe, enjoy stitching, and as always, don't let your needles rust. Ciao.